Now, if you're a parent, I want to remind you of something. Every single parent or on planet Earth has something that they regret, something that they wish they had done differently, something that they think they messed up. There's no one who has zero regrets. And I know that people say like, oh, I have no regrets and you should live life with no regrets. But when it comes to relationships, come on, let's be honest. Let's stop the BS. Let's stop pretending. When it comes to relationships with other human beings, especially with family, people have things that maybe they wish would have gone differently. My parents, I'll give you examples. There's things that they wish wouldn't have happened, would have happened differently. I think still, like, we've been in the US for like, how long has it been? Like 17 years or something? And there's a part of my mother still, I'm not sure about my father, I'm gonna ask him after this video. My mother has always had that guilt of bringing us to here when we were young. I was 14, my sister was 13 when we left Uruguay, South America. And she still has a sense of guilt for that, because our first years here were very difficult. They were very challenging in many ways. And I've talked about that in other videos. I'll make more videos about it. But there was a lot of challenges. And my mother was constantly asking herself, what the hell did we do? Was this the worst decision we've ever made? And there's specific little things throughout life that also my mother kind of still like apologizes for, kind of. And I tell him like, Mom, it was perfect. Like there was something where she told me something that was very, I made a video about this, so it's not, I'm not like not trying to share, I just don't want to make this video too long, but it's something that was like very direct. And I could have taken it and like really gotten mad at her and like be pissed off for like a week or something. But it was perfect what she said to me. She woke me up to the fact that I was in very deep in a victim mode, like victim mentality. And I don't mean that harshly, because I know that's a state that is very hard to be in, very hard to come out of. I'm not saying that you need to come out of it, please. I'm not judging anyone. But things that she kind of regrets, and I realized it was beautifully placed at the perfect time in my journey for my own benefit. Same thing with coming to the US. Like I thank them all the time for their decision to come here. And they did it in a perfect way, I feel like, too. That's a much longer topic for, they came first, saw if it was a good idea for us to come. Then my sister and I came to visit. We saw everything, kind of had a good idea, went back to Uruguay, got everything together, came back. So everything happened perfectly, but they still have something in them that they regret that decision. I talked to many parents, I've coached parents, I've coached sons and daughters of parents, of course. Everyone has a father and a mother, but there's always something. There's always something. And I here's the idea that I wanted to share. It took me a little while to get here, but if you look at it from the point, we get a little spiritual now, all right? If you look at it from the point of your soul, everything that happened was perfect. It was maybe planned, I don't know. Whatever your beliefs are, I'm not trying to change them, but maybe it was planned, it was destined to happen that way for your benefit, your own benefit, and the other person in that relationship, whether it's your kids, your partner, whoever it might be. What if that's true? I just invite you to consider that question. What if that's true? What if it had to happen exactly the way it happened for you to live with guilt and regret and shame for 25 years until maybe now you can heal that? What if that's exactly how it had to happen? Yes, I was just trying to think of something else, but I really wanted to emphasize that. And I like the idea. I've always believed this, and then Matt Kahn shared it, and I thought I've always felt this. What if what you think was the worst thing that happened to you, the worst challenge you've gone through, the worst whatever, what if that was the single best thing that ever happened to you for your own evolution, for your own journey, right? Similar to what I just shared, but it phrased in a different way. Here's the thing, and same thing, I've talked to many parents. I look at it from the perspective of a son, and I try to put myself in the shoes of the parents that I've helped. Sometimes, as kids, we need to go through exactly what we went through to become the person that we're meant to become the person that we are becoming right now, that we're meant to become, that we're destined to become, destined to be, that we came here to be. Okay, I know we're getting very spiritual, might be like woo for some people, but I don't care. That was exactly what we needed to go through. And I'm not trying to take anything away from you. Keep feeling guilt. I'm not trying to take that away from you. Keep feeling shame the rest of your life if you want to. I'm not trying to change that. But I just invite you to consider that idea. That maybe you didn't mess up. Maybe it was meant to happen that exact way. There's things I could make a whole video about regrets in my life. Especially, and I've talked about this with previous very old videos, about things with women, relationships with women, things that I said, things that I did, that now I look back and I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking? What the hell was going through my mind? What the hell was I doing? And I truly wish, like if I had a genie, if I found the lamp from Aladdin and I could ask for a wish, one of them might be like a time machine so that I could go back and now have the same experience from this perspective now, learning what I learned, having learned what I learned from this perspective, and go through that experience differently. Kind of like the butterfly effect movie, I guess. Was that the name of the movie? I think so. But here's the point that very similar to what I shared, but what if the silly thing that I said, the silly thing that I did, the way that I'm not gonna get into details at this moment, but I'll make a video about it. What if that was also exactly what she needed, what they needed, what that woman, that person needed to go through? I don't know that. I will never be able to know that, maybe. Unless we talk about it. But I'm laughing because I'm having many memories. But that was probably, and most likely, exactly what that person needed to go through. Exactly what that person needed to go through, and exactly what I needed to go through. Maybe there's no accidents. Maybe, like in the book Conversations with God, I remember this very clearly, there's no coincidence, like nothing ever. There's no coincidence. Everything might be perfectly planned, perfectly happening, perfectly connected. And Steve Jobs, we'll go to that quote now, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect the dots looking backward. So something like that, I forget the exact quote. But at the time, of course, you're like the other phrase, like you're doing your best from your level of consciousness, from the level of awareness that you're at, and the circumstances in your life at the moment. Same with the other person. And now, years later, you look back, you have a new level of awareness, new level of consciousness, new circumstances in your life, more wisdom, of course you're gonna look at it differently. Of course you're gonna kind of wish you could go back and change everything, but we can't. So now, see, a message that I got from a mother telling me about this, it just came to my mind, that she had a lot of regret, feeling that she wasn't there for her son as he was growing up through very challenging challenges, let's put it that way. And I told her, like, it's okay. We always could have done more for other people. We always could have been there more, could have spent more time with them. But, like the phrase, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. So she can't go back and spend more time with her 15-year-old son. But with this awareness now, she can now spend more time with her 31, I think, year-old son. And from now until the day that either of them passes away first, whoever passes away first, she has from now until that day to be a new mother, to spend more time with her son, to be more loving, more compassionate, more welcoming, more accepting, kinder, everything. So I think regret, in a way, is what we need to go through to wake up to the possibilities in front of us. I never put it that way. I like how that came out. Regret is just waking us up to the fact that, yes, now, from this level of awareness, I wish I would have fill in the blank. I can't go back. But this regret is showing me maybe how I want to approach the situation from now on. How I want to be, how I want to show up. And the kind of parent that I want to be from now on. That's it. That just came to mind, and I just wanted to make a video about it. I really hope this was helpful. If it was, please leave me a thumbs up, leave a comment. It really helps out my channel. I would really appreciate it, so that the video can reach more people and hopefully help them. That's it. Hope you have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching.